I think we're good. I think I'm all like set.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so
I
too.
think so.
There we
Yeah.
go. I know I need to like adjust my chair. This is so weird. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
really loud.
do all your
Sit
adjustments,
back.
man.
I don't know. I normally like sit like that.
Yeah.
There we
Oh, it
go.
looks good.
Yeah. No, it does.
It does. We're so by our third episode, we're so professional.
Do I even need this? Like, I feel like it can be like here. Hey, it's
Yeah,
fine.
because I think when it gets too close,
Yeah,
like
it
you probably
blocks.
hear it sometimes when I like am loud and I get too close, it like
Yeah,
blasts.
I just
So
noticed
yeah.
that yours was lower. So
Yeah, mine's down because I talk really loud though, as you
yeah, okay.
know from editing. So I keep it far away. I
I'm
when I think about you editing, because I've edited these things before. Like when we did our old podcast, I edited them, and when after we finish, and I think about you editing them, I feel so bad because I'm like the worst person to have to edit around.
you're not even you're really not that bad.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think I'm pretty bad.
no, you're not. I honestly swear you're not that bad. I don't. I mean, I don't know if it's just from experience or just editing a lot of other people too, but I sometimes like I actually notice in people where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a pattern here,
Yeah,
where it's like they're hard to edit just because of something they
yeah,
in their voice or like they say or do something. But you're not bad, really.
really.
Um, no, no.
Today, as I texted you, my goal is to shut up, is to like not monologue the whole time.
I was
That's
like
like my
scrolling and
biggest.
then I found that video and I was like, oh, he's talking about me. That's
No,
awesome.
you're in it. That's why I tagged you because
Yeah,
I mentioned you in it. I'm
yeah.
like, oh my, I feel so bad. Like, because I watch it back and I'm thinking, oh, this is terrible.
I feel like I commented on that and I was
Yeah,
like, I feel like it's because I do the same thing about myself when I'm
yeah,
editing myself. I'm like, oh, I'm talking too much here and da da da. Da. So I honestly see an equal amount, and when I don't, I don't know. I try to like, I've cut myself off a bit. I've cut you off.
that's
It's
funny.
all normal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, feel free. I know you don't need my permission, but feel free to cut me like as much as
It's
possible all the time.
it's cool when you can see it visually because you can see like the piece of how like the size of the piece of how long you're talking. So I can just like I'll take my size and I'll compare it to yours, and I'm very like I didn't even realize that I was doing that until I watched that video.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, that's crazy that my editing brain sort of just does that without thinking about
mm,
it.
yeah,
Because I do. I just make sure that I'm like, okay, he talked in this section more. I talked in this section more. Okay, perfect. How many do these
yeah,
have? Like, count them and stuff. Like,
yeah. When you
yeah.
look, I don't know if you've looked at the audio track like on Riverside, but it's like gives each person a
Oh,
color.
okay.
So I can so like I don't know if that's how it is on your
I
what
don't
you're
know.
editing
Maybe I.
on, but in Riverside when I first do the clips, like when I do the social media clips, it shows me at the bottom. It's like let's say Michael's audio is let's say in green and
Oh,
Gabrielle's audio is in purple, so you can right away see if there's like this much green and like this much purple, which is usually what it is. I'm like, oh no, oh
oh
no,
man, it's so funny.
yeah, it's that a lot of people commented on that though. Everybody was like, "It's fine. We all do it. Like
Yeah,
it's just how we are."
right. And now I'm like noticing it,
Yeah,
and now I can't unsee it.
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, especially when I watch it back. Like I said in that video, I don't realize it as much when I'm doing it, but when I watch it back, I think, "Man, shut up!" Like I'm yelling at myself on the screen. Shut up! Stop talking for 2 minutes.
That was me with saying like the whole time. It's
Yeah,
like,
like is
oh
hard.
my gosh, again, Gabrielle, really? Again? Why did you say it again?
Yeah, when I do the captions for the our other content, the autistic husband content, I do the captions. Oh my god, how
Oh,
many times like comes
that's
up? And
funny.
I leave the audio in, but I take the actual caption word out so that hopefully people don't notice it as much if they're not reading it also,
I wonder if you just didn't delete them and then took them and put them in a different like
like
edit
like
and
like
then
like
just
like
like some
I'm writing that down. That's a brilliant idea.
I've never thought about that.
Like the like video.
Yeah, and it's like, see how long it goes for.
Oh man,
10
that's
minutes.
gonna be a
Just kidding.
nightmare. Easily, easily.
Oh man, that's so
Oh
good.
no. Ah, I don't
That's
know if
funny.
you're.
And
Yeah.
honestly, it's probably because it's still so new. That's what I
Mm,
said too on there. I was like, we're, it's still such an uncomfortable thing creating content of yourself. Like that is, when you really think about it, that's just kind of an interesting concept.
yeah, being
Yeah.
the subject of the content.
Yeah, like in history, we've never looked at ourselves or watched ourselves back so many different times, like
So
so much.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
agreed.
Or
It
at
be
all, or not at all.
right. You mean given like the current kind of social media stuff?
With media and maybe TV, when TV
Mm,
started, and I guess radio
right.
even too, like that, like imagine being the first person to hear
Mm,
yourself on the radio the first time. Like they were
mm.
probably doing the same damn thing, if not worse, right? Like
They're probably
wow.
going, "Oh, my voice sounds weird. That doesn't sound like yeah," which is
Wow,
what
yeah.
I do when I hear my voice too.
That would probably be the first thing, would be to actually like hear yourself for the first time.
Yeah,
Like that does that,
that's
what?
not how
That would be trippy.
right
Hmm.
because we sound different like to
You
other
do.
people than we do to ourselves, right? Yeah,
I
like
can
you
still kind of
sound.
remember, you know, the first time. Do you
Can
remember the
you?
first time you've heard yourself talk, sort of?
I don't know if I can remember the exact first time, but I do remember the feeling of cringing when I heard my voice played back,
Me
thinking
too.
that's what I sound like.
Yeah, me too. I wonder if that just like is a
Yeah.
human thing because it's such an unnatural thing
Mhm.
that now it's, yeah. So I don't know. I still feel so uncomfortable even just with this, like watching myself back and watching myself on the screen and on like the internet and stuff. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like
Yeah.
language, kind of, you know.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you and I talked about that early on when we were coming up with the idea about how I felt similarly when we started the content, where it was kind of awkward to see myself on, you know, initially just on social media, like being the subject of stuff. And then once it hit, like, as you can see, is happening today, which is crazy what's going on today with yeah, with our other channel. Um, I knew that was going to happen though, given what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I made that post
Yeah.
to yeah, I mean, we picked up like hundreds of thousands of followers like in a 24 hours. It's great. Like on TikTok and Instagram right now is bananas. It went away for a while, that weird feeling
Mhm.
once we got into it. But to be honest, was it the other day? Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days ago. The one about the breakfast, like the power bar, the crunch bar, and the Red Bull, like when that one went, like I think it's got like 5.5 million views on TikTok right now, and it's kind of like about nothing, you know. And I remember Rachel and I again having that moment of it's weird. So even weirder is that in the last few days, I mean, for a few months now, but in the last few days, we've even had a decent amount of very famous people, like celebrities, uh,
Oh,
comment, like, and like follow us and stuff. And every time we notice it, we like take a screenshot of it and we're like, oh, that's crazy. So I think actually this morning, because it happened a few times last night, this morning we were both going, so wait a minute, there are these five people and we like named them that like everyone would know, right? They're super famous actors, comedians, whatever. And we're going, so they're sitting on their couch like we sit on our couch looking at TikTok videos and Instagram, and we're like showing each other funny things. So these famous people are, they know who I am. Like they're listening to what I'm saying and they're showing their partner on the couch, like, hey, look at this video.
it's
And that
backwards.
was weird.
That's so interesting. That is such a crazy thing, concept to think about. I even got shivers there, like
It's just
thinking about that.
strange, right?
Like that is, yeah, like they're like, oh, look at this awesome guy. Like they felt the need to comment on your things, hoping that you answer them. Like
What
what?
is going on? Right. And that
The thought, right?
is
Yeah, I would be the same
this,
way. And I feel like,
like
Yeah, like
what
it's
I
so
me
surreal.
it's just me, man. Like I don't
It's
have, it's just me being me. I'm not trying to,
yeah.
it's strange.
It's almost like, can you even process it fully?
Yeah,
Right? I don't know. The internet is such an interesting place. It's like
it is.
a total other, almost like I've said this to someone, almost a total other realm.
Yeah,
Like where that is almost another, like we're in split realities. There's this reality and there's
yeah.
that reality, and it's an actual other reality. They're
What is,
not the same thing. The internet, yeah,
they're not, right, right. It's a different universe.
universe,
It's like a
yeah,
different existence.
yeah.
You exist
You're
differently.
existing at, you're existing in, yeah, like two places at once. Probably even more than that, just
Right.
spiritually and your
Yeah.
soul and stuff. But yeah, two places
Right.
at once. It's really like interesting. Like I don't know, cool, scary. I don't know,
I
both,
both. Yeah, all of it, I
all of it.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
How weird is it going to be on kind of connected to that? How weird is it going to be when you and I meet in person in the same room and not on a screen like this in a few weeks, like in a few weeks?
Have you ever done that before with anyone?
Never
No,
in my
really.
life, my
Wow.
entire. Oh, so you're asking that
Yes.
like you. Oh,
Yeah.
so is
Yeah.
it weird?
I don't know. Not really, actually. Like I don't
Okay.
know how to explain it. It's almost as if you're meeting back up again. Like you might
Oh,
say this to
cool.
me after. You might be like, "Oh my goodness, like it literally feels
Yes.
like I've already met you."
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm
Like
hoping that's what it is.
because I've met multiple people, and like Balaj for a good is a good example. Um, he was the first person I worked with in video and started getting,
Oh,
and
cool.
so he was like the head. He's the head of the Magic Water Kangen Water, basically sort of a celebrity in that in the Kangen water world, business
Yeah.
world. And he was sort of this like speaker for our like the company and teaching us about it, and he's on there's on the internet, and he was just like
Mm,
this guy on the internet.
mm.
And now I personally know him. I've been to his house like multiple times, and like we went to this convention, sort of this business convention, and everyone met each other there, and you got to meet all the
Oh,
people
that's
that were
cool.
talking and stuff. And yeah, it just felt like you had already met them.
Sweet.
And yeah, so
That's cool.
it's really sweet.
Should we talk about why we are, what we're doing when we meet up in the same place?
Oh, yes.
I think
Yeah.
we're doing multiple things, but like, what's the
Multiple things.
primary project? Which,
Mm-hmm.
because it was your
Mm-hmm.
idea. So, what is the primary
I know.
project?
I how did it even, I guess, yeah, I just mentioned it to you and then it kind of grew from there.
Yeah, because you
Mm.
watched the documentary, right? Is that
Mm-hmm.
what started it?
That's what it was, actually. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I watched that and then I thought maybe, okay, this is sort of talking about him and the documentary, and more so of like what it's doing to Tanzania, and like all of it's talking about more so everyone.
Mm,
And it had your view, but like it sort of had an outside view of like everyone else.
mm,
I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if that makes sense. So I sort of wanted
yeah.
like to turn it inwards, and have a video that's coming sort of out like from you,
Mm,
from your perspective, from your view about
mm,
you,
mm.
that explains who you are, and then it can stem into sort of, yeah, why you do what you do,
That's cool.
and then if people want to know more, then they can watch the documentary on that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really
yeah.
interesting, like reading through the that document you created. That's kind of explains what it is, and it's not just a shot list. It's
Mm-hmm.
also like what is this and the
Mm-hmm.
concept, and yeah, it's really interesting. Is and reading through the questions too are. I'm trying not to think too much about them
Yeah,
because I just want
totally.
to come out whatever comes out. But yeah, it's just interesting because I think you had it's such a great idea that you had to do that because I think you're right. The documentary that we made about the work that we do in Tanzania is kind of from this outside
Yeah.
objective kind of
Yeah.
point of view, that here's the work, here's what
Mm-hmm.
is happening, and here's what these people do
Mm-hmm.
and how
Which
it
is great. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for what it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
But
it.
then this perspective,
It's just
yeah, I
different.
think
It's a
it's
different,
different. Yeah,
yeah. It's sort
yeah.
of inward from your side. Um, and it also, it's different, like it's can stem into different things because of the autism as well. Like you actually can talk about that and the social media as well. Like, because you weren't
Right.
doing that at that time, were you?
No.
Or no, exactly. So I was actually even I'm editing one of the minute videos
Clips,
right
yeah.
now, and it's one that where she was talking about how you were having a hard time and everything,
Mm,
and it's you guys didn't know, and you can sort of see this the back in time. It's
mm-hmm.
like, so knowing now what you know, it's going to be a total different view. You're gonna, it's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
No, I
it'll
do.
be different.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because she, at that time, when she, in that interview that you're talking about, where she's talking about, um, Rachel's talking about, oh yeah, me being in a really rough place and her
Mm-hmm.
watching that and feeling like I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling hopeless, and what was I going to do? And we didn't, and at that point we didn't know,
No,
like, I didn't, yeah.
no,
So it's
not
so
at all.
interesting to understand now
Mm-hmm.
and look back at that, right? And so this new piece
Mm-hmm.
will have that infused in there, right? Like,
Yeah,
because there'll be a new knowledge, there'll be knowledge that we didn't have
100%.
before. Yeah,
Exactly. And then
that's
also
cool.
how, like how those two things, your social media, this community,
Mm,
and what you're doing there is all sort of similar
yeah,
in that, what would that word bit, that builder,
yeah, the
yeah,
builder
yeah,
word. Oh, it's great.
yeah, yeah.
It's so great, and I never thought about it that way until you assigned that language
Mm-hmm.
to it. But it's perfect.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the since
Mm-hmm.
it came up, so I saw it the first time when I first read that. I saw the word builder, and the first time I saw the word, I didn't quite
Mm-hmm.
understand
Mm-hmm.
how you meant it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, could I guess because it had been language that had never been used in that context before
Yeah,
about
it's like metaphorical kind of.
yeah, oh, it's, I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
once I read through it and understood it, it's really a beautiful way to bring, like you're saying, to bring all of the different work together, because it feels like it does accurately describe all the different work.
Straight up. And this is like, you have built, like, yeah, a
It's
community as well. And oh,
strange
it's so
stuff.
cool. I
Yeah.
know. Are you
With
getting emotional?
yeah, I
Good.
kind of am. It's
That's my
yeah.
goal.
You
If you haven't seen
there's
my videos.
I have. You're what's funny about you saying that is you're going to have so many fans from, like, from my world with this work, because anyone, if you talk to anyone who knows me, a long time, and you say you're going to make, like a film with me, and I'm like going to be in it in some way, they're going to tell you good luck getting any kind of, emotion at all. But I think, as you and I have already discovered, I think our whatever our energy exchange is, I feel like it's not going to be that much of a challenge in
I'll be
this
like,
situation.
challenge accepted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and you're going to have so many fans, because people are going to think there's some, that you have this magic power for sure, because no one's been able to do it. I remember when I had to get headshots taken. I remember going to a friend who's a photographer who offered to do the headshots, and it was hours and hours, and because she was laughing, and we had a good time, but she was making this. I remember her saying something like, she was trying to get me to smile, and she said, "Do you?" I remember her saying something like, "Why don't you know how to smile? Like, do you not understand what I mean by smiling? I'm trying to get you to smile." And it was just this running joke about how when I would smile, it it was fake. And
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "You're not." Do you? She really struggled with, like, getting me to genuinely smile, but by being still, right? Like, I can
Yes.
smile now while we're talking, and it's kind of normal, but if you're taking a picture of me and you're telling me to smile, it looks ridiculous because I just don't understand how to show that, But
I I have a trick for those
oh, no.
photographers.
I'm sure you do.
Just shoot a video in 4K and take
And take
screenshots.
screenshots. Yeah. Yeah.
Easy.
Well, because you're video. Yeah, that you think of that
I know
because
they're
you're a
probably like,
video.
oh,
Yeah.
but that could be that could be
That
a
is.
tip.
It
That
could
could
be.
be like a newfound tip.
Mm-hmm.
Just, but because I could see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, just try. How do you? I know photography is so different. How do
Yeah.
you do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah. It's
Get
a skill
someone to
to get
smile.
people
Say cheese. Say
right
cheese.
and not look fake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's cool about where this conversation is going is when I was trying to think of ideas of like potentially what we could talk about today. It's almost as if we were sharing a brain because we haven't talked about what we were going to talk about
That's
today.
so funny.
But I was thinking about talking. We've all the stuff, all the episodes we've done so far, and the content has been really great. But we haven't really talked much about like who we are and what we do.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
specifically,
You're
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool because I was interested. I think what would be cool, especially because we were talking about how can this content not only bring in other people and start to learn more about each other and everyone else. Yeah, I do that all the time. Um, but you specifically, it's a little more kind of, I wouldn't say widely known, but people, our content's been out there a lot longer, the other content. So I think a lot of people have an idea of what I do. But what, like, when you describe or talk about what you do and what you want to be doing and what you see yourself doing in terms of your art and
Mm.
your um like your passion and what you create, how do you talk about it? Because I don't know, even know that you and
Interesting.
I have really had this
Mm.
conversation. We know what each other does, but
Oh, okay. I like that question. Interesting.
eh.
Okay. Um. Well, when I was telling you about Collage and all
Mm,
that, I started in business. Um, and the main reason why was because I wanted to travel
mm,
and sort of, I don't know, I was just really young, like 19, 20, moved out and just like it was like, this is it, like 9 to 5 every day, like no, this is not it. And then I started to just kind of go against the grain, and I'm like, okay, that, like, I've been conditioned and society made, like, I challenged a lot of what I've learned and grew up on. And and then, yeah, and then started, I found, I don't know, it was some, like, kind of like someone was like, oh, travel, and we're from Kelowna, and we're traveling now, and we sell water machines online. And I mean, it is a good water machine. I actually do like it. But I soon found out that that wasn't really like where I wanted to go with it.
mm,
Like, they taught you how to have an online business and sort of gave you like some baseline foundation. And that was like a little bit of a fee, but I really don't regret doing that because
mm,
it got me into video.
mm.
Because they're like, content and make videos and
So that's
sort of,
where video starts to get introduced to
yeah,
you.
yeah, I really fell in love with it then.
Mm,
And so, but it's cool because now I can take sort of the marketing aspect of it and ads and all of the insights
mm,
and what we were talking about before. I still really like that. And it's helped me because they basically said, like, you don't have to use a water machine. This baseline is for anything. You can use it for anything. And if you already have a business, you can just join this and do that. Yeah, it was cool. So yeah, I
so that's where
was
you kind
like,
of
I'm
fall in love
gonna,
with video.
yeah. And then soon after that, it's nice because this guy named Wolfie, he taught me everything he knew about video, just like for free out of the goodness
Oh
of his
man,
heart. And
that's
he's
cool.
still like, I just thank him all the time. He's like, he looked at me and he's like, I see it in you. And he's like, you're gonna be better than me one day. And I am. Now.
Awesome.
And so he gave me everything. And he doesn't even do video anymore. He just kind of like saw it in me and gave
Passed
that
it
to
on
me.
to you.
And
Yeah.
it was like, that's like a really, really magical moment for me. And so I do give that to him.
That's cool.
And he knew Balaj personally. He was actually doing work for him. So he's like, I'm going to get you started with him. And yeah. And then so Balaj was the next person. He like really, really helped me. And like we grew together. And some of the content he makes now, I'm like, like, we just, the growth and stuff we had together in that beginning time,
That's
so.
cool.
And that's I was sort of freed from a 9 to 5 like right there and then, so like right off the bat I got to kind of go in full time,
That's
which
cool.
was really special as well. So this is back in like 2018.
So it's
I'm
like
going to like
7 years ago.
conventions. Yeah, yeah. And going to those conventions along with the water. And but I was starting to do video for like finding clients within that group.
Cool.
So that was cool. And that's kind of where it started. So that's why I'm so thankful for joining that, because it really helped me get started. Yeah.
Yeah, it led you to, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then COVID hit, and
Oh,
and
right.
then Balaj had his first baby, and I mean, now that I have one myself, I know how that works. And so he took a break for a little while, and then I was like, okay, so what am I gonna do? And I mean, I had a few clients here and there, like other than him as well,
Yeah.
like with practice, but I was like, it was COVID, there was no really anything going on,
Yeah.
so I decided to go to school for it.
Right.
And that was a really cool experience. I don't regret that at all either. It was really fun, really great. And
Was that
the
online because it
no,
was COVID? It was in
it was
person.
actually in
Sweet.
person.
Oh,
We
amazing.
just
Wore
wore
masks.
masks
Cool.
for the first half.
Nice.
For the first half, and
And
then
then,
after, it was so crazy seeing everyone's face.
right.
But it was so hard to film some stuff.
Yeah.
We couldn't do some things, but
Yeah.
for the most part, like I had a pretty I had a pretty hard time in the beginning, just because what I realized, sort of referencing back to the first podcast, like you can still both like soccer, but it doesn't mean that you're going to go about life in the same way. And like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had a class, and we were split between like two classes, and I ended up with like just people I really didn't relate to.
Uh,
And we had a lot of group work. So I ended up just feeling like kind of like lost, and where am I going with this? And
yeah.
I don't like set work. So like people, they're like, "Oh, you're in film. What about this Hallmark movie and all these things?" I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
work on set. Like,
Mm.
but people always jump to that. They think that that's like what it is. But I realized through school that I really like being a one man band, and I don't want to mass produce, and I don't want to have my own film company or my own film group company with a bunch of people and all these things going on. Like, I like being able to do things on my own.
Yeah.
And so from there, like from kind of the end of the year, I just sort of started doing things on my own and just not really sticking around. So they went off and did their own thing. And then I actually took a break for 3 months and ended up being in another class with different people. And I actually really got along with them.
Oh,
So it
nice.
ended up being a really, really good year end. But I was still in this mode of like, I'm going to do everything on my own just
Yeah.
because I like that, or with minimal help,
Yeah.
just what I need, extra hands.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I did like this documentary I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
It's like got a lot of views on YouTube.
Which one is it?
Not a lot, but like it's called the Wild Into the Wild Women's Circle.
Yeah, it's
It's
cool.
probably one of my favorite ones I've done,
Yeah.
but it's just cool to look at and say like
You
I
made
did
that.
that, but
Yeah.
and on my own mostly.
Yeah.
So
So you shot that and edited it
yeah,
yourself, all of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the audio and like the production
Amazing.
of it, and yeah, and that's just like what I learned, and sort of working like with women and working with, certain topics, like realizing, no, I don't want to shoot rap videos,
Right.
and no, I don't want to shoot sports videos, and no,
Right.
like it really does matter to me what I'm shooting. Like some people do look at this like just a job, but I don't
Right.
feel like I look at it like that. I feel like it's like a whole lot more than that.
Mm.
To me,
Same.
it's like a movement, and like
Mm.
it's like it's like that thing, like I have this gift, but this is not all it is. I need someone else as well for that magic to happen. And
Mm.
then like together we create this like this meaningful, like rich thing that exists in the world and that wasn't
Yeah,
there before.
that's
And
cool.
it's just like, yeah, so that's why I'm so glad that I did just split along and just did what I love.
Mm.
And do what you love, the money will come,
Yeah,
figure it
it's a
out
tough one.
like later,
Yeah,
but just
yeah,
keep going.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so, and then yeah, that I feel like all of that sort of led me here. Like I took a break after that, motherhood,
Mm.
graduated. I graduated in September, got pregnant in November.
Oh wow,
And
so
then
it's
yeah,
quick.
perfect
Yeah.
timing. Yeah. At least it wasn't before. And then so finished
Yeah.
that